This is kind of crazy. If you've been around FPV for a while, occasionally a little bit of drama pops up, and there is definitely some CADX drama going on. Like I've got this comment here. It just says, Stu, did you sign the new CADX NDA? I watched you for years, and I know you have more integrity than that, hoping you just haven't seen it yet. So I was kind of like, what, what is going on here? Because all these sorts of comments were popping up. Other people saying not to mention CADX, and they're insane. This is from like Crash FPV, and they're insane NDA when they can sue people for not giving good reviews. I was like, man, what is happening? And it turns out, and look, I am only talking about like secondhand information here. I want to make this very, very clear. I saw a MadsTech video. That video has been deleted or taken down by MadsTech, but we're still getting comments about it today on my channel. Albert Kim. So like some stuff with Albert Kim as well. And the gist of it, from what I could get, from what I can remember when I watched those videos, but have since they're since been removed, is apparently CADX had sent some NDAs to people where they could only talk positively about a product. And then I think MadsTech was saying like there was some ramifications in here for like legal action if they didn't do that or something. And I want to say that that is completely unacceptable. I did reach out like this in this crazy, strange like events as well. How's this for timing? I wrote to CADX because I hadn't heard from them the other day. And I was like, yo, is there any new products? Because I know we're going to be talking about some CADX drones. I've not heard a peep from them. But they sort of said, let me just read this, like they must have thought I was talking about the NDAs or something like that, because they said, we strongly oppose anything that harms users and never do anything that hurts anyone. And like they had a bit of a spiel about this discussion that people are talking about NDAs, and this is before I sort of knew what was happening, and I was just like, I'm not sure what this is about, but okay. So there isn't a product, and then yeah, so it was kind of crazy that they sent that to me, and I just wasn't too sure what they were talking about. And then more investigation, we see that I saw MadTech's video and all that sort of stuff. So I can say on my end, I don't believe that any company should put any NDAs. Let me just jump over here to my run sheet. No companies like CADX, anyone else should put an NDA on what reviewers can say and can't say in any sort of review. Like I feel like that is the cornerstone of our hobby. If you are watching something and you can't talk about the negatives and you can't talk about like you can only talk about the pros, that review is completely useless. I would be so upset if somebody did a review and they're like, oh, by the way, you can only fly this at nighttime, or you can only fly this at daytime. Imagine if someone left that sort of information out. You would be absolutely furious when you viewers are like you people are making decisions on, is this the right system for you? And do you want to purchase this? Do you want to spend your own hard-earned cash on that? I would be absolutely disgusted if people weren't allowed to talk like openly about a product. Like that is the cornerstone of our hobby. Have I had any NDAs from CADX? No, I haven't seen like this NDA that people are talking about. I am totally fine if a company wants to send me an NDA, which is like an embargo, which says, hey, can you not talk about our product before the release date? I'm happy to be like, yes, that's fine. I have no problem with like a release date schedule. And I've got to give a shout out to like Emacs, I believe is a good company on that. They'll send the product out. They'll give people ample time to talk about it. And then they say, hey, but here is the ample time to study it and review it. It stops people rushing as well. And then they say, hey, we can review this and let us know what you think, your honest thoughts and opinions. That needs to, I'm fine if there's just like a release date embargo, but a company that says, hey, we will take action against you, or we will, you can only say positive things in order for us to send you something. That's not how this should be at all. And if you are a reviewer that is getting those sorts of emails, you are better off not engaging with that product. You can make a video about it later. Don't buy into the hype that you need to get in and make a video about this sort of thing. And I'm not saying CADX specifically. I'm saying any company, because I haven't personally seen any of the NDAs. But if a company is doing that and you're a small reviewer out there, move on. You have better things to do with your time. You can make other great content that isn't about that. You don't need to be on the release date, on the first, like, don't sell your soul, basically, when it comes to making content. A good example here is like of why you don't need to do that, like the DJI O4 stuff. DJI never talks to me. I have been critical of them in the past. They don't send me emails or anything like that. However, now, even though I wasn't included in those early release videos and that sort of stuff, I do wish we still made content about it. And it's still got views. It's still got videos. And the important part, it helped people. Like for me, that's what it's all about. It is more important to help people rather than get out first, get those clicks or anything like that. Yes, you're going to lose some views, but your viewers, your audience will really appreciate like just the honesty that you have with a system, and you should be able to mention whatever you like about it. Now, as far as like actually Caddx and myself, I haven't heard too much from them in the past, like too much from them on this new release. I've never had an NDA with them, or I'm 99% sure that I've never signed an NDA, an actual official NDA with any company. I could be wrong. Like we've done a lot in the past that are usually just like a casual agreement. There's like, hey, don't release this before this date. And I'm like, yeah, no worries. But I don't think I've ever signed anything where I've actually had to put my signature on something and send it back. So anyway, that's just my a bit of a rant about that. Cope, what are you guys saying as well? Chris is saying Albert Kim was the original poster. He removed based on death threats to him and his family. Ian decided to remove it even after Albert Kim said leave it up. Yeah, if you're people also don't realize, like us content creators, we make this for you guys to watch for free. Like, yes, there is Patreons and members, and shout out to my members here right now. So thank you, Everyday with Bruno. Thanks, Johnny DRC. Like those people who are members. I do have some members only videos and Patreons only videos for you, but we make this stuff for you to enjoy. Like it is at no cost to you besides your own time to watch these videos. So someone saying everyone has a price, Stu. Okay, that is also true. If someone out there has $20 million and they're like, hey, Stu, do you want to do a review and you can only say positive things for $20 million? Like, yeah, I'll be the first to put my hand up for that. Someone's saying 5 million. There we go. We can crowdfund. If we can crowdfund $5 million, I'll like let you write the script and I'll just read that out. You know, as long as I put paid in the little YouTube video right there. Mads is the perfect example of that. Nearly every big brand hates him because he criticizes freely, yet he's one of the most respected content creators in the hobby. Yeah, absolutely. Mads is doing a fantastic job. I do wish he'd leave the videos up though. It makes my job more difficult when I'm just about to talk about it and then I'm like, wait, that's disappeared. So that was my rant about like Caddx and NDAs and Albert Kim and Mads Tech. The long and short of it is, for companies out there, you should believe in your product, and I'm fine if you put an embargo and say, don't talk about this before the review date. However, when it comes to an actual somebody giving their impressions on a product, you should really not be encouraging it one way or the other. You shouldn't like give any kickbacks for positive reviews. You shouldn't say, hey, you can only talk about the negatives. Leave that up to the reviewer to have their own unrestrained or the unrestricted view of something, so they can say what they like about it freely. Believe in your product, and if they say negative things, take that feedback, work on it, and you can release a better product for your consumer in the future. And my other part to the reviewers out there, or anybody who is getting contacted by a company and you want to make content about stuff, don't sell your soul just to get just to even get a product in the first place, or you don't have to agree to things. I don't think that it's like you're burning your bridges and it's not worth it. You're much better in the long run. It's not sustainable if you can only talk positive things. In the long run, just give your honest thoughts about something, and that's what people will appreciate. That's why your viewers will stay. And I think that's what we've sort of built here as well on UAV Futures. Like, people like my reviews, and that's why I get other people as well, because I have disagreements, and it's fine to have disagreements, I should say, with other people. And not everybody is going to have a unilateral vision on what a product is and how it performs. And that's what I love on my channel, of like having other pilots. So getting Stickman Steve in, getting his impressions, what does he think about it? We can have a discussion back and forth, because in this crazy world of FPV, we have so many options. It is better than ever, despite all the drama. And you can fly whatever you like. And remember, like, I absolutely love this saying. This is, I need a t-shirt. If someone can make me a t-shirt out there, this is like, we will be able to organize something amazing for you. But basically, it's not about having the best gear. It's about having the best time.